Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Avengenerd. So I recently made a video poking fun at some of the silly things Glock owners say. And I'm not talking about the people that just enjoy a Glock every now and then. Because hell, I carry one too. I was talking about the fanboys that swear by Glock and only Glock. You know who I'm talking about. You know exactly who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the, ooh, look at me, I wear Ray-Bans to the range because the lenses match my Honda Civic. We get it, man, you're fucking cool and stylish and you pay more attention to your eyebrows than you do your girlfriend. But this really got me thinking. You know who the worst fanboys are, even worse than Glocks? You guessed it, the 1911s. If you immerse yourself into the gun world, you'll undoubtedly eventually meet one of these 1911 commandos. And don't get me wrong, I've got some 1911s. Hell, it's even on my Avengenerd t-shirt. And even I'll be the first to say that they're really fun to shoot, they're reliable, and they even look good. But I can also appreciate the quality of another firearm. Don't let the commandos hear that though, because to them, humanity reached its peak of firearms engineering back in 1911, and ever since then we've produced nothing but dog shit. And if you're a gun enthusiast like me, you probably know what I'm talking about. Off the top of your head, what's one thing we've heard all of them say? It's won 2 world wars. 2 world wars. Hello, Mom? 2 world wars. It's like they all took the same class for shit in 1911, people say. Okay class, can anyone tell me how many world wars the 1911 has won? Emily.
This many?
Yes! Now can anyone tell me who do we blame when our 1911 malfunctions? Bud. The user? Okay, up next I'm going to show you how to make realistic looking bullet holes. Does everybody have a screwdriver? And if anybody asks, all of your shots were placed within an inch of a hairline. And this isn't just a firearm to these people. They'll spit out any and all sorts of information to justify their reasonings for treating a 1911 like gospel.
Now if you'll all turn your Bibles to Corinthians chapter 19 verse 11. I say unto thee, blessed is he who wields thy colt, for he shall winneth 2 world wars.
They'll say things like,
you know, statistically you only need 6 rounds for personal defense.
That's cool, but you mean to tell me that if your 1911 could carry more than 7 or 8 rounds without changing the look, the feel, the usability, you'd opt out? No. The truth of the matter is that you really can't go much heavier without completely removing the practicality of carrying that thing. They're heavy, but like that big lift pickup truck, you're overcompensating for the lack of weight in your pants. And we all can see it. The truth of the matter is that this type of 1911 owner thinks that they're better than you, and all your opinions are comparable to that of a peasant among kings. Kings that went to community college to study and get a bullshit degree so that they can write pretentious movie reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. And the 1911 is their Oscar nominee.
Ah, yes, much can be said about the 1911. A true testament to American culture. Any firearms attempts to match its divinity proves to be an intangible folly. But alas, we come to the conclusion that the 1911 is perfection.
Yes, 1911s have been around for a long time. Yes, they have a unique history. And yes, the military has used them for a long time. But like all antiquities, better things got made. But that's like telling classic car guys that carbureted engines f***ing suck. Fuel injection was invented for a reason. And don't even get me started on those vinyl lovers. Really? Screechy and crackly music is better than remastered? Go f*** yourself. We get it, the nostalgia. I have it too. I have some firearms in my collection simply because of the iconic appeal. Like this one, and this one, and this one. But what about the maintenance? The 1911 commandos will swear up and down that your discouragement for using a 1911 comes from the overcomplicated maintenance process. They're gonna say things like, you know, you just don't get them. Carrying a 1911 is a lifestyle. You're gonna have to get used to it. Ah, yes. Of course. Okay, I'm just gonna say this. No firearm is too complicated that a simple Google search can't fix. But forgive us for not busting out of our mom's vaginas knowing how to put together a 1911 like you did. They're slightly more complex than a regular firearm. It's not rocket science. But I forget, they don't teach real complexity at the junior college level. And if it really were that life-altering, how is that any justification for a better firearm? Isn't simplicity with the same amount of lethality better? Pretty sure a 9mm would leave you just as dead. But God forbid I mention any polymer firearm in front of these ego-fragile goofballs. And they'll swear that polymer has the integrity of a campfire marshmallow.
What are you doing with all those guns?
Well, the guys invited me over for a pillow fight, so I'm taking all the polymers because they're squishy. So if you've made it this far, you've either been entertained, learned something new, or like the Karens of the firearms world, can't wait to speak to the manager in the comments below. Take it easy, nerds. I'll see you next time we assemble.
I say unto thee, blessed is he